Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's career is likely over in the very near future. All of the focus that is now being paid to the Caribbean boat strike that he launched on September 2nd, which was not just one, but two strikes in order to make sure he killed all the survivors, is drawing scrutiny not just from the Democrats, but also, of course, from the Republicans. Now, at the beginning of this week, on Monday, the administration tried to come out and say that, no, yeah, Hegseth ordered it, but the guy who carried out the order was Admiral Frank Bradley, who, by the way, was only serving in his new position since October 3rd, and the boat strike took place on September 2nd. So it's not clear whether or not he somehow went back in time with his new position, or if he did it in his old position and then got a promotion because of it to keep him quiet. A lot of weirdness around the dates of all of this, but nevertheless, they're trying to pin this all on Admiral Frank Bradley. And sure, if he carried out this illegal order, you're going down too, pal. But at the end of the day, the White House did confirm on Monday that Hegseth ordered it. He wanted to kill them all, and therefore committed two separate war crimes with both of these strikes. And again, it's not just the left, it's not just the Democrats out there saying this. Republicans are also demanding answers, not the voters. Well, maybe they are, maybe they're not, but it's Republicans in positions of power. In fact, the chairs of both the House and Senate Armed Services Committee are demanding investigations into Hegseth's actions as Secretary of Defense. Let me read you this. Republican Senator Roger Wicker of Mississippi, who chairs the Senate Armed Services Committee, and Republican Representative Mike Rogers, who leads the House Armed Services Committee, have basically, well, here's Wicker of Mississippi, called for vigorous oversight and said the committee would determine the facts related to these circumstances. So the committee is going to determine the facts, which of course means we're going to launch an investigation. So we also have Nebraska Republican Don Bacon, who said that if Hegseth issued the order, he would have a big concern. And he said that on Friday. If Hegseth ordered the strike, which he said he doubts, but if he did, it would be a big concern. Well, Bacon, we have confirmation now from the White House that Hegseth ordered it. So let's see where you stand now. You already said it'd be a big concern, so I hope you've got a big concern right now. Bacon said we should get to the truth. I'm very suspicious that Hegseth would have done something like that because it would go against common sense. Obviously, this is Republican Representative Mike Turner, who said, obviously, if that occurred, that would be very serious. If that occurred, that would be very serious, and I agree that it would be an illegal act. Okay, so you said the same thing twice in a row because you were a little flustered because y'all didn't think Hegseth would be the guy to do this, but we do know now that Hegseth's the guy that did it. So, investigate away. Trump will pardon him, of course. But before we even get to that, there is no reason on planet Earth for Donald Trump to stick to Hegseth. You do not need to continue making a mistake just because you spent a long time making it. I think that's a phenomenal quote. I love it. But Trump's going to keep making the mistake. That's why they're trying to throw Admiral Bradley under the bus in order to save Hegseth's skin. But this is a guy that's been in 3 separate leak scandals. A guy with the history of alcoholism that nearly prevented him from getting the job in the first case. Accusations of assault. All these horrible things he did to his ex-wife, including and up to the affair. This is a piece of trash human being, like all around. The troops hate him, so why keep him? Especially now, and I talked about this yesterday during the live stream, but especially now, that Hegseth is under all of this scrutiny. Again, potential war crimes, which the experts say definite war crimes. Just fire him. Like, you have nothing to lose at this point. Again, nobody's going to look at this and be like, well, you shouldn't have appointed him in the first place. Some people will, but not the majority of voices. There's not going to be think piece after think piece written about why Hegseth was a mistake before he even started the job. The media is, for the most part, being subservient to Trump, so they're not going to go into that crap. Fire him. You could save yourself a little bit in the process, and you know what else we could do? We could save probably a hell of a lot of lives if you got this guy out of office. But nope, the administration refuses to admit they made a mistake with Hegseth, even though he's made mistake after mistake after mistake. So they're going to continue making mistakes because admitting they made a mistake would hurt Donald Trump's very fragile ego. And in the meantime, people will continue to get blown up on the open ocean because Pete Hegseth is a maniac. 2025 is almost over, and we're falling into the same trap again, waiting for January 1st to start something new or learn a new skill. But here's the truth. You don't need a new year to make a new start. AI was one of the most in-demand skills of 2025, according to the World Economic Forum. Yet most of us didn't learn it. And that puts us at risk, not just of falling behind, but of being replaced. You still have time to learn AI and step into 2026 as a more skilled, smarter, and employable individual, and you can do it in just 2 days. Let me tell you about the 2-day live AI mastermind training by Outskill, the world's first AI-focused educational platform, happening this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern on both days. And the timing is perfect because they have their year-end holiday offer going on, so you can get in absolutely free instead of the usual $395. Outskill is rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and this 16-hour live experience by them has been attended by more than 10 million worldwide professionals like you across fields from marketing, finance, engineering, and data, mentored directly by AI experts from companies like Microsoft and NVIDIA. And the best part? This training isn't just about learning tools. It's about changing the way you work. You'll learn how to use AI to simplify your daily tasks, build AI agents that plan, create, and automate your workflows, design AI automations that connect tools like Sheets, Notion, and CRMs to save hours. You gain ready-to-use AI systems for your job, business, or freelance projects. But learning those skills isn't just enough. The most important part is knowing how to monetize them. Outskills learners have launched AI-powered businesses that even built weekly revenue models worth $4,000 to $5,000. Not just that, you'll receive bonuses worth $5,000, including a prompt Bible, which is a roadmap to monetize AI, and a personalized AI toolkit builder if you attend both the days. This Christmas, gift this opportunity to someone who you think could benefit from learning AI, as it could change their career in 2026. Seats are limited. Grab yours now via the link in the description, and make sure you join the WhatsApp community to stay updated before the big blast.